Gentle riding, and I think you should just wear them around town. Shield his eyes, because these things go zinging.
Dang.
That's hardened brass, man.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I've been doing this for over 30 years and I still don't have the nomenclature down. Today's project, I'm gonna make a pair of half chaps, and if you know what they are, well, let me just show you this little illustration here. It protects the lower leg. So it starts at the knee and goes down just above your boot. And they just add that extra protection for the lower part of your leg. This is not something I make a lot of because they're very tailored, but I have this good customer that's here close so that I'm able to get all the measurements and stuff right, the calf and the ankle and all that kind of stuff. But they're an interesting project. It'll be fun to show you how they're made, and I'll take you through all the steps and we'll get them done. For the leather is 3 to 4 ounce chrome tan, and this is a full drum dyed black leather.
Black all the way through.
Black all the way through. It's fairly supple. I'm going to do a contrasting fringe, and we'll cut that here in a minute. But for right now, let's get these patterns laid out and get it marked up so we can start cutting. Got everything cut out. This part is the fringe, so this is going to go on the outside of the zipper, because the zipper goes down this flap here, and then I'll pink a little strip that'll have spots on it down that seam, and then fringe, and then along the top of this we're going to tool. This is not the leather, but we're going to tool similar to this color. We're going to stamp the top edge of this that'll have the button. So there you go. This color combination matches her saddle. She has a black and tan that I made for her years ago. So, all right, let's cut some fringe out. So before I cut the fringe, I noticed my little
Finger remover.
Yeah, my little finger remover is dull. So what I do is, I've got this little mark on here, and I'll take this over to the buffer and I'll just buff this sharp. And I've done this 10,000 times without cutting off a finger, so. Okay, so we're going to fit up these zippers. They're going to start an inch from the top, because this is where we're running our tooled leather across the top. So I'll have them about right there. Okay, what I use on all my projects are YKK solid brass in either black or brown tape. These are really great quality. They last for decades. None of that nylon crap. Right, they're heavier, but they just will not wear out. So, you'll always be able to start them. They don't get bound up, and actually get nicer with use. As Caden knows, on a pair of chaps that I made him, at first that zipper's pretty tight, and then after, using them for years, that zipper just zoom, drops right down, piece of cake. So, they're great. Just like anything, those are the little details that make all the difference. So let's see, I want that zipper to end so it's not dangling too far down. Got a little fringe there, so we're going to cut this here. I got to cut back. I got to cut these back, and the cameraman is going to have to shield his eyes because these things go zinging.
Dang.
That's hardened brass, man.
Holy cow.
All right, so now, before we do that, let's get this nylon melted so it quits fraying. Make sure you do that on nylon because it'll just come unraveled. All right, so then these are the stops that go on the, so when the zipper comes down, it ends. And then you can do that any size. You can cut a zipper, you know, that short if you need to, as long as you keep the stops that come with the zipper, and you got it. This is a 1/2 inch, or actually 3/8 inch weaver, half round punch, and I just use it one on top of each other to make that pinked edge. Around like that at the top of the leg, and then there'll be a button right there that kind of shores it up. So these will be tooled. We'll go get these cased. When I was a kid, I'd do this kind of stuff on my parents' frickin' kitchen table or something.
Put glue down.
Put glue down. Yeah, and they'd be like, because, you know, it's a good flat surface, man. Perfect for this kind of thing. And clearly I haven't changed because I just do it on this table. All right, so we got that glued up. We'll get them sewn down. All right, so these are going to be the strips at the top of the boot. And we're going to stamp that with that pattern there. Get these edged. Isn't that what we decided to call this? The edger or the beater?
I can't remember. I think it's a beater.
Looks like a bead to me.
Yeah, except to you, everything's also an edger.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I've been doing this for over 30 years and I still don't have the nomenclature down. The width of this I had somebody ask about this tool, this wing divider. $8 on Amazon. I put a link on one of the videos.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're just cheap steel. And they just work great. And then what I do is grind this edge down and make it kind of knife-like so that when I do my double lines, I'm actually making a cut rather than, so we got that width right. And then I just eyeball that to get that to the correct center, and then set this gauge. That looks pretty good. Let me show them something here. All right, see where this is kind of over. So my gap is not exactly the same. You can kind of see these are over, so you go back over it with this and you eliminate those. Cleans that up. This is the instep, so this will reinforce, this will ride against the stirrup, so we want to double this up so you've got a little protection. All right. And we'll install a zipper here. I'm lining that up to the edge of the chap so you don't lose any of the measurement. We have to go pound that flat. All right, got this scabbard done. It's for a 28 inch 30-30. This is a front ride. I've got a video on making one of these. I don't know, maybe 5 videos ago. If you want to take a look at it. But that one's ready to go. This would be a lot faster if I had a clicker die for these shapes. So it locks that calf shape in. All right, all done with these half chaps. These are an alternative to a full chap. You can wear them in combination with chinks to protect your lower leg. You don't need a tall boot. You know, you can have your boot down here. These are way more flexible and form-fitting to your calf, and they protect your lower leg. People like them for schooling, general riding, and I think you should just wear them around town. They look pretty cool. That's the end of the build. Please subscribe. We're about 50 away from 10,000, and we really appreciate your support. Comment on what you guys want to see next, and thanks for watching.